I am $6,356 into Whiteout Survival, and it's day 32. I'm playing as a whale, but a whale on a budget. I've already got that much money in, and I've got an $8,000 budget for the rest of the year. That's my game plan, is see how efficiently I can spend as a whale. So I'm kind of playing like as an efficient whale. If you've been following me, you know that I go live every now and then. I'm showing my account, I'm showing my growth. Today, I'm going to focus on hero development, but this is what my account looks like right now. Move my head so you can see my power. That's how much power I was able to get generated in this amount of time. I always say in this game, you either pay in money or you pay in time. So I paid a bunch of money up front, and now I made some mistakes. So this is about following my journey. Today, I'm going to try to correct one of those mistakes based on some feedback I got from the community. Essentially, I wanted to get this gear to 100, which I did. But I really need to align some other things as well. Some people say the goggles should be around 30, 40, something like that. I already reforged this one here, the boots, and I'm going to do the same here. Now, I was a little worried about something. If you're a veteran, you already know this, but if you're new to the game, I was a little bit nervous about reforging this since I already used some essence stones on it. But essentially, it's a little hard to find here, but I think it's the 50, yeah, this one here. So I'm going to unequip that so that I can reforge it. And you don't lose the essence stones as long as you use the enhancement reforge. It's only when you do the mastery reforge that it's less efficient. So all this does is takes away that 50, not the level 3. So I'm going to do this, and you don't lose anything. There's a cooldown period if you do it too frequently, but you don't lose anything on the initial reforge. So all it does is gives you all of it back. So what I really want to do with Jeronimo here is I want to put these to level 30 essentially, for now. So I'm going to enhance this to the quick select. I think won't get me there, right? Because that'll be too much. Select more. Okay, so quick select will go up by 1. Okay, all right, so I like that. All right, so really all I want to do is get this up to 30. And then I'll get the boots up to 30. I'm using quick select here. All right. And then I hope I have enough to get this up to 100 also. Oh, no, that's all. That's all you get. Get up to 95 today. All right. So that redistribution got me up to 95 on his gear. Now what I should do is go through and do the rest of these as well. Like what I would like to do is get Molly up to a similar way, because what I'm trying to do is kind of bring Jeronimo up and then bring Molly up. And Jeronimo, I already have his weapon maxed out with widgets. I already have his level at 80. So his level is maxed. I am still waiting to get a couple more shards. And then I'm working on the gear. So the gear, I want to get both his gauntlets and belt to 100. I'd like to do the same with Molly, and I can, to some degree, I can do the same with her here. I can reforge this. Wish there was a better way to do this part. If I unequip it from here, will it show up there? No, because then I don't have a way to access the...
Hey, snowball fight.
Then I don't have a way to access the reforge. Oh, there, okay. So I'm gonna reforge this. And then I'll unequip this and reforge that. And let me bring these back up to 30. This is the game plan. There we go. And then I'll bring this up to 30. So I'm basically trying to reconfigure my gear and kind of undo some of the mistakes I made when I wasn't really paying too much attention. All right. And now, can I get one of her gears up to, probably not 100, but maybe I can get it up to 90 for now? Oops. All right, I can at least get that up to 90. And then I'll just bring this up as far as I can as well. It's not much, but it's what it is. I'm just redistributing the gear essentially. So quick select, enhance. Okay. So just redistributing her gear. Now I could start sabotaging. I could start going through the other ones. Now this is already at 30-30. And he's kind of lower. I don't really want to spend too much on Zinman, but I figure this marksman gear is useful for Alonzo or something anyways. But I have the same thing going on with Bahiti. So the question is, do I really need all this? I am trying to do good in arena right now. So this is kind of why I have this configured this way right now. Because we have these arena runs coming up.
It's been too long.
But the question becomes, you know, what do I want to sabotage for the rest of them? This is good for Bear and for joining. So, you know, do I really need, you know, Sergey at these higher levels as well? So I think what I'm going to do is go through and reconfigure a bunch of these. Now, it's also the case that, like, I don't know, for example, here, you know what? I'm going to, for Patrick, even though Patrick's used for joining and stuff, like, I don't use him all that much. So for now, just to focus on my other traits, I'm gonna, let's see, unequip that. And I'm going to Reforge. I'm gonna take all that back. And then just put the gear on him. That way he's got some kind of gear. But some people say they sabotage all their gear. I don't want to sabotage all the gear. I just want enough that I can, you know, push some of these goals on the key characters. So again, like Seoyun, useful. These are my bear heroes. So that's why I left some equipment on them, some gear on them. But it's not developed at all. It's just the basic gear. And Patrick only because we use him for reinforcement. Gina probably doesn't need all this. But I can sabotage if I need to. And Sergey only because we use him for reinforcement every now and then. But really, if I want to, I can like grab a little bit from him as well. I probably should. Well, maybe not. I should probably grab a little from Jessie, only because she is, you know, useful for Bear. This is like these are the decisions you have to make when you're managing your account. If I want to be competitive in arena, then I have to make sure that my top 5 arena heroes are leveled up properly. If I want to be, you know, more useful and competitive in PvP, then I need to make sure that maybe my top 3 heroes are leveled up properly. So I think I'll probably just I probably do need some more for Molly actually for arena because she is really powerful in arena. And so I think what I'll do is I'll sabotage some of these other ones and give it to Molly. I'll redistribute. I'm not going to do it all here because it's basically the same mechanics. I'm just going to go through it. But that's what I'm doing in my account right now. I'm curious to know, you know, again, this is folks following me on the journey. I'm curious to know anybody has any suggestions, more specific suggestions for me. I've shown you some of the heroes. I basically right now I do want to be competitive in arena, and there are some events we need to run. So I'm trying to kind of do that balance of my top 5, and you know these are my top 5 right now. So if you after looking through the gear that I have there and what levels they're at, I'm curious to know if the community has any suggestions for me. My basic goal is to try to get Jeronimo first, leveled up to where he's got 2 pieces of equipment at 100 and 2 at 30. Then I'd like to do the same with Molly, you know, the opposite because she's attack. So same idea though, get them up to, you know, 130. And then from there, I don't know what to do next. I'm going to kind of just distribute them based on what I think I need for good arena. Like I'll just give, you know, Natalia some good defense and stuff, but that's what I'd like to be able to do. And I'd like to be able to still remain, you know, competitive in arena and be useful in PvP. So, that's where the account stands right now. I'm not going to do a lot of spending today because I am a whale on a budget and the events today are not like worth it. So the only thing I'm going to be doing later after the reset is I'll come in here and I'll grab the $1 Frosty Fortune just for some more Gems of Enigma. I'm really waiting to see what happens with the Valentine's event and with the Chinese New Year. So until then, I'm just going to find some other things to do on the account to demonstrate and realign things, maybe fix some mistakes. So the gear is where I'm starting. And then maybe I'll do some arena runs and also watch for the lives. I've been doing the bear runs live so you can see the growth in the bear hunts. That's all I have for today. Make sure if you want to follow my journey and you like seeing this whale spending and want to see how it turns out, you know, like and subscribe and you'll get turn on notifications. That way when I post anything, you'll get updates. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later.